All right, we are live. Ray just ran down a prayer. Good morning to you, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning, man. This is the first for us doing the morning, bro.
Yeah, we had to come through because tonight's guest, man, and I'll go back and fill the title in for you.
Oh my gosh.
Russo, uh,
Yes.
legendary guy, and so I think I'm going to do it pre-recorded, and so I wanted to still stay on the consistency of doing 52 lives in a row. So we have to stay on.
52.
So it's just going to be a short one. Ray's with us for about 15 minutes, and we're just going to talk it up. And so if you don't see us tonight live at 8 p.m., we're still recording the podcast behind the scenes, and I'm going to
Right.
take my time and edit it and everything. So and make it.
Oh man. So many questions for Mr. Russo, man. I want to know his crispy his what do you call it? Crispy techniques. 'Cause
Yeah,
the man is crispy. The man is
yeah,
crispy.
a lot of questions. I've already watched his interviews years ago, and I've been
Mm.
brushing up this week and everything. And it's interesting. I'm like, damn, I was watching this dude like 4 years ago on Vlad, and then a couple years ago on PBD, and now he's going to be on Harris's Drinking again.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's just some people, I guess, the way they just express themselves is just so interesting. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, you know. And by the way, I was watching the MCL interview. Just going through and just reviewing and kind of looking at our previous shows.
Yep.
And we got to have MCL back on again, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good one, and the soundtrack. I like. If you listen to the music behind it, I jazzed it up a little bit, did some other stuff. I thought it
Yeah.
was fun. And but I'm excited to do that. Artie's next, Kelpie, Rico, Beeline, everybody. I'm gonna just.
Oh, we're just gonna run it through the second time around, which is better, man, because now we're like familiar with each other. We can be a little bit more relaxed and
Yeah.
you
Well,
know just
but when they're the ones they already did, I'm just gonna edit the videos. How I did with Steady and MCL, so you get more of a what the interview was strictly about, as opposed to just them bullshitting on live for like 2 hours with us.
yeah. Oh, another thing that came to mind. From now on at this date,
Coffee.
since you said it, from now on it's called a pubcast, and you said it, pubcast, and it's gonna be after the second time around interviewing these wonderful people that we had in our show in the past. Is gonna be a pubcast. It's gonna be a pubcast party.
Let me actually change that right now on the bottom of the screen here.
You didn't do it, brother? Come on now, Virgo. What's up?
Yeah,
Come on now.
I
That's
have
all
to
right.
I have to rechange the whole branding, and I don't want to do that right now. But little things as I go on, like on
Yeah.
the videos, I had pubcasts, and then I'm doing a hashtag pubcast, different things on Instagram to kind of start getting it in the algorithm. Let's see. Okay, there you go.
There it is. Right there. Right there, pubcast. From now on, no more podcasts. It's called pubcasts. And everyone else can call their show a podcast. Harris is drinking again. It's a pubcast.
We are a pubcast, and yeah, eventually I will go back and redo the logo and everything, and just officially brand it a pubcast, because I think that's groundbreaking.
Yep, a pubcast. Harris is drinking a show. I mean, Harris is drinking again. Pubcast, where everybody knows your name, where everybody knows your life.
Yeah. Now, for Mr. Russo tonight, we're gonna do a pre-recorded. So, um,
No chat, no super chats.
yeah, no chat. The people won't see it tonight, but we're still gonna be working behind the scenes. This is still the 52nd live in a row, Thursday morning edition. How do you kind of want to approach this? I was thinking about starting it off. I want you there right away in the back in the green room, though. Boom,
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
And I want to just build a nice rapport with them, and ask them some little. I don't really have questions, but I have some highlight markers that I want to bring up even before he does, so he can like get comfortable and segue in, and then fill it out to a certain point, and then like boom, and then bring you in, and then play that 1-2.
I think for Johnny, like you can ask those questions for him. My question to him is that with his age, with his style, is a character more like what got you going? Why are you looking so flossy? Why are you looking so crispy all this time? What is the mental fortitude where a lot of people, especially men, they when they reach a certain age, they just let themselves go, man. When they either, oh, I'm a dad now, so I got other responsibilities, and oh, I got in-house coochie because I got my girlfriend living with me and everything, and she's cooking with me and everything. And then after that, man, men just let themselves go. I don't get it, and it's usually these guys that were probably, were maybe in high school they were jocks or something. Next thing you know, they get all themselves all fat and everything and just despicable. And nah, that's got to change, man. And
Well,
that's what I want to ask Mr. Johnny Russo. You ask all the other stuff, historical stuff. I want to know about, because for me, I'm on that track. I'm 55 years old. He's 80 something years old, and he's looking that crispy. Like, what did you do? Is it all because the kind of money, or just your attitude, or what's your regimen in the morning? What's your regimen at night? What's your thought process and how because everybody goes through the same bullshit in life, but there are just those who just knows how to just ping ping ping
yeah,
ping, and then those are just oh, it's stuck with me. Oh, I'm forever. I'm sick. Oh, forever. Oh, this and that. Man, get out of here,
yeah.
man.
Part of his story, he had polio when he was 6, and he was quarantined in Bellevue, wherever in New York for like 5 years, and so he's pretty much been on his own his whole life, and been running the streets since he was like 12 and everything.
See, that's what I want to get though. That's what I want to get. So from that experience,
Yeah.
what was going through his
Yeah.
psyche and all that stuff? Because we need that. Because I'm looking at this a lot of the younger generation today, and on social media they look so like, oh yeah, this and that, whatever. And you hear them when they say, oh, I was going through depression, anxiety, and everything. I'm going, oh, what does that even mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, depression because someone called you ugly or something like that. Someone took your lunch or something like that. It's a mental attitude, and I want to bring Mr. Russo's generation's strong mindset and bring it forward into this generation.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have a good dialogue on that.
We are.
Some of the things I'm gonna go off of and with, it's gonna give you a chance to ask those deeper questions, and then I got a couple a couple of deeper ones, in the cut for like later in the show. Um,
Right.
I want to try to keep him on as long as possible. Let's try to keep him on 2 hours because this man is filled with so much things.
Knowledge and experience and just yeah, he's just now I tell you, okay, so I'm just gonna let you know, Harris, that tonight, okay, because he's Italian, possibly a Catholic descendant and everything, and then the fact that he's basically made a legend for himself. I may touch upon the spiritual stuff if part of his walk and his success and his endurance comes from his spiritual strength and everything. So we're gonna touch base a little bit about that, but we're gonna have the man for 4 hours. Um, I want this to be the best interview ever, to where it's like, even with PBD, which was a great interview, by the way. I love watching that episode. Some way, somehow, in our just crazy imagination, if we can just make it that much better, because we have that much more time with the man.
Yeah, and he has he's been in the Vatican. He has stories. I've listened to like he has stories of the Vatican and stuff, and he's met Pope John Paul,
Paul,
some shit.
yeah, yeah, Paul John Pope, some shit, yeah, something like that,
Yep,
yeah.
popes, and so we'll get into some of that, and then put on others, some of the stuff like, he's killed people before and everything. So I just don't want him to get into that so much to where it sounds like we're like
We're
condemning.
interrogating. We're interrogating him.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're doing.
he is a killer.
Yeah,
He's lived a life of sin. I mean, it is what it is. So at the same time, I just don't want to, you to arty him,
No, 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 not at all. Come on, no, no, no. That's what makes. See, what I realize about this podcast is that we've all lived a life of sin, but it's the transition from peeling away from that and the changes and, you know, call it rehabilitation, call it, the turning point or or the keystroke or whatever it is. That's the part that makes everything so intricate and so advantageous, which is part of this show's I call it niche, because this is the kind of stuff that people are probably searching for. So it's gonna be interesting. No matter what, it's always gonna be good, man. Harris is drinking again. It's a pubcast, baby. Ooh, that's a soundbite right there.
Harry's drinking again. Pubcast.
It's a pubcast, baby. Ooh, you should record me when I say that. No, you can. You can record me. Harris is drinking again. It's a pubcast, baby.
That's right. It's gonna be lit, man. I got some questions too about because he's been all over Las Vegas, man. The old Reno. He's up and down Cal Neva. I want to get some stories about Nevada and just the whole lounge atmosphere. I'm gonna be playing some music. I got a little playlist. Set the mood, because I noticed in PBD's interview he was playing like some Italian like fucking fancy Godfather type music in the back.
Hey, can I make a what do you call it, a soundtrack request? I love it. I love the soundtrack called Adagio. Write it down, brother. It's Adagio. Adagio. I love that, man. I love that. Yeah. One day I want to go to Tuscany, man. We got to go to Tuscany, Italy, man. Because that's the place to be crispy, brother. We go over there with our little fedora hat, sunglasses, nice, nice khaki suits and stuff like that. Linen, looking all crispy. Yeah. So I love that whole thing. I can't wait, man, because Mr. Gianni Russo, crispy of the crispiest.
Yeah, so that will be tonight. It's going to be a pre-recorded interview. So we got this short morning T.N.R. I was going to say T.O.M.R. Thursday, top of the morning rant.
Top of the morning rant. Hey, maybe this one right here, send this clip to Mr. Russo. Just to just let you know, we're preparing for you tonight, man. We're excited to have you. This is me, my brother Ray G. We'll be interviewing you tonight, Mr. Russo. It's going to be the night of the pubcast crispy tale of Mr. Gianni Russo. And Harris is drinking again. Pubcast, baby. Man, it just flows, man. Makes me want to write songs, dude.
Look at this.
What are you doing this to me this morning, man? Making me want to write music.
This is his website, GianniRusso.com.
JohnnyRusso.com. Look at that.
Hollywood Godfather.
See, it's just saucy, dude. See, man, Italian style, man. I tell you, man, I love it. Look at that. Look at the shirt. Look at the little handkerchief on the. Look at the cufflinks, and man, look at that. The slick back hair, bruh. That's what I want to be when I grow up.
80 years old.
80 years old, man. Look at that. Looking beautiful, man. Look at that.
Real quick, maybe do a clip of this. Gianni Russo has made a career of playing tough guys. Although remembered most for his portrayal of Carlo Rizzo in The Godfather, his first acting job, his career has spanned over 40 films, including such hits as The Freshman, Rush Hour, Any Given Sunday, and Seabiscuit, as well as television roles in Kojak, The Rockford Files, and Prison Break. And most recent, due out this fall, Sin No Flowers.
Wow. So he was in Carlo Russo was in Seabiscuit? Johnny Russo? I'm sorry, Carlo Russo.
Yeah.
Johnny Russo was,
and his name's Gianni. You gotta give it
Gianni.
Gianni.
Yeah. Gianni. Hold on one second. Gianni
Rush Hour,
Russo,
a few other things. Yeah,
Godfather.
but my probably viewership, listenership in the podcast world, we know him from Vlad TV and from probably Valuetainment. He gets
Mm-hmm.
some dope ass interviews up on Vlad, millions of views. So hopefully, some of those are going to transfer over to the Harris's Drinking again. See, as soon as you type them in, boom. Gianni Rizzo.
Oh, wait a minute. He played Carlo.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Carlo
He
Rizzo.
played Carlo. Yeah, he's supposed. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Now we got. Now we okay. Carlo at the Godfather. You got to watch this, man. That's when Sonny Corleone beat the fuck out of him
yeah, the
for
fight.
beating up sister. Yeah, and then they killed him in the end. And Carlo came from Reno. That's how come they transitioned from New York to Nevada. Yeah, that's it. That's what it was. That's him.
Yeah,
He's Carlo.
yeah, he plays
Oh,
Carlo Rizzo. Yeah, yeah,
oh, okay. He played
there's,
Carlo Russo. Yeah,
yeah, and there's a real life
yeah.
story. That fight, the other guy, it was a real fight scene, and he really don't like the other cat in real life. I forget,
Oh, really? He didn't really like James Caan.
James Caan. Yeah, him and James Caan
Man, it's my favorite movie, man.
they got real life beef and everything. So yeah, go check out Gianni Russo, man. I mean, so many stories. He's
Oh my gosh,
kidnapped by the Escobars, and he claims that he
he's
was
a real bad boy.
he was there when Frank Sinatra's mother died, and Frank Sinatra still went on stage and performed and shit like that. I was like, okay, it's,
Johnny Russo. So he's Carlo. Got it. Okay, man. That's all. Man, that's period right there. It's over. It's over, man. Tonight's interview, man. I gotta let my son know, Dylan, because Dylan was a major Godfather. I taught my kids. Actually, my son, my kids have always been in the movies. I've always been, a movie goer,
yeah,
and I would have the Godfather. I know it's crazy. I know it's violent and everything, but the way the cohesion of the family and the culture that they preserve and the respect that they have for their culture, man. I explain that to my son. That's why they look at the movie differently. They don't look at it from the violent and everything. They look at
yeah.
um,
This is the scene where he dies.
yeah, where they basically, they had a thing and they basically strangled him from the back and whatnot. And I believe it was who was the guy that did that to him? One of Don Corleone's major henchmen. Yeah. Wow. It's amazing. Tonight's interview, I'll be there. Definitely. Right there. This is the scene right here. Right there. Clemenza. Yeah, that was Clemenza in the back. There you go. That cold look from Michael. Bam! This is the scene right here. And then all of a sudden he says, cracking the windshield. Ooh, I gotta ask him about that. Was that you on the back? Was that you like really? Was that on the script or was that something that just ad lib and it just happened and what's his name? The director, Coppola, Francis Ford Coppola, basically said, no, we'll keep that on there. Oh my goodness, I got so many questions for this man.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, anyways, brother, man, my time is up. My timer is here. Me and my time and everything. You know how that is.
Yeah,
But I have to get going here. I got to get my thing going here. But can't wait tonight. 7:00. Harris is Drinking Again pubcast. 7:00 Reno time or Nevada time. 8:00 Mountain time.
Yep. We'll see you. We'll be up in the building, man. Well, I'll holler at you later on in the evening before the show.
Okay, bro. Okay, man.
Have a good-
Johnny Russo at Harris is Drinking Again pubcast, baby. All right. I'm out, brother.
All right. Yeah. So that's gonna be lit. We're gonna have him again, a pre-recorded. I decided, I'm not even gonna do this one live. We're gonna do this pre-recorded, still at 8 p.m. So we still will be working. We had to do this live to continue on the consistency. 52 lives in a row, baby. And next week well, is the 1 year official 1 year anniversary show of the lives. We just had the 1 year anniversary of the YouTube channels. Salute. Thank you to everybody. Like, subscribe. We got some really great guests coming. Tommy Chong interview is coming next week. Shout out to Rico Aviles for making that connection. Go check out the Rico podcast. But this week and next week, we got some real heavy hitters, and we got some more to come. But Gianni Russo, I'm doing more research for this one right here, you know, because he's a real legend in the building. You know, 80 years old. This man's been, his story is just insane. You know, people call BS and everything on him because he's lived so much. But we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna be in the post interview, in the pre-recorded. It's gonna allow me to throw up pictures and really just get so much more creative. And you know, I'm gonna clip the shit out of it, so it's gonna be really fun. I wasn't even sharing my screen the whole time, but either way, so that's what that is. And I had to come break it down. I had to come break it down and let the world know what's going on with the Harris is Drinking Again. Thank you to the most recent subscribers. 203 up in the building. We're gunning. We're running and gunning. And everything's going strong. But Gianni Russo. How come I'm not signed in? I fucking hate how this shit signs you out all the time. And later today, I will be putting out the re-edit of the Larry Hankin interview. Here we go. Harris is Drinking Again podcast. These are the two latest ones. So, you know, again, we do the lives, but this is what I do. I re-edit the live. So we had Mark Christopher on a couple months ago. Go check out this interview. Stand-up comedian, actor, devoted Christian. And then this was a pre-recorded Steve J. Rubin, DJ Steady. The next one, we got Artie Hoffman's interview, Little Kelpie. I'm holding that one off in the cut. So I know Little Kelpie finna go viral again, man. Shout out to Kelpie the P. I'm going to edit a little something there. But that's what it is. Harry's Drinking Again podcast. Oh, yeah. Yep. I got my little links up there. I was doing some work behind the scenes on the channel yesterday, doing some maintenance and all the other back end shit. I'm looking at maybe purchasing some Google ads finally, maybe some do that booster post on Instagram and shit like that. It's about time. Now that we're getting these quality guests up in here. Go subscribe also to the Beeline Entertainment Show, Who They Want. Type in Beeline Web Show on YouTube. Type in Who They Want. DJ Steady making these connections, making these rounds. Year 2023 in full effect. And it goes up. I'm out this bitch too. Be safe this morning. Sun shining. Snow's melting away. I don't know what we got on the horizon, but everybody be safe. Larry Hankin interview. I should have it up and ready. We'll see. It's already, 10 o'clock over here. 10:30. Oh, my Lord. But yeah, that's to come. Also, we did a pre-recorded with a drone pilot, an official drone pilot. Shout out to Sky Control Productions, OG in the building. I'm going to go and edit that one up. That will be dropping here. I might even put that out for next Thursday. We'll see what's up because Tommy Chong will be in the building, but he's going to be a pre-recorded interview as well. So stay tuned. Salute to everybody. Harris is Drinking Again pubcast. That's right, baby. It's officially coined. I don't want to hear nobody else. If anybody else, you hear that term going around, it started here. It started last week, like 2 weeks ago. Pubcast, baby. We out the building. Probably going to do an off the cuff this weekend or something like that. Yeah. Have a good morning, motherfuckers. Peace. He's drinking again. Pubcast.